organs in plants? Stomata. Where we can find out the stomata? The stomata are present in leaves. Children, we know that. What is leaves? What are the functions of leaves? They perform photosynthesis. Not only that one here. Here what happens? Gaseous exchange also occurs. How gaseous exchange occurs? Through stomata. Where it is present? In leaves. And still some more respiratory, not only the stomata, some more respiratory organs to perform respiration in plants. What are other respiratory organs we can see? Lenticels. Lenticels. These lenticels, like a stomata, these lenticels, they are present in stem. They are present on stem. And now the specialized structures, they can help for respiration, we called as breathing roots. Roots like structures, they can perform that, they can help that respiration process, we called as breathing roots. Breathing roots. And now in orchids, that a presence of a 3 parts of a flower, that middle one just look like a lip-like structure is present, they called as orchids. In orchids, a specialized tissue is present. Through this, exchange of gases occurs. So, stomata in leaves, lenticels in stem, breathing roots, they are present in root-like structures, and specialized tissue is present in orchids. In these all the parts, through this the respiration occurs in plants. Now, what is the structure of stomata? We can find out in leaves. See here that the leaf diagram we can find out. This is that upper epidermis and lower epidermis. In lower epidermis, we can presence of a kidney shaped or bean shaped structures called God cells. Inside the God cells, a space is called stomata or stoma. They are surrounded by God cells. Here what happens? Exchange of gases takes place. These stomata, they can open into here, spaces are present inside the plant. These spaces to form a continuous network like they are present here. Through this here, the spaces, that air spaces, they are large in leaves, but in other parts we can see these spaces are very small. Now, when oxygen, here these air spaces are lined with water. These air spaces are filled or lined with water. When oxygen is diffuses into here, in these air spaces, the oxygen is dissolved and they have supplied to the various parts. What happens here? Some gradient occurs. This whole system, there occurs based on the diffusion process. When oxygen is diffuses into the cells, a gradient is developed in between the cells. What is gradient? Their exchange of oxygen, or we can observe that increase or decreasing the volume. A gradient occurs through this here, the oxygen is passes into the cells, because here the air spaces are lined with the presence of water. In this water, the oxygen is dissolved based on diffusion process. Their exchanges occurs. Like that, the carbon dioxide also diffuses out the same process. See, this is the diagram. See here, this is called as lenticels. On stem, like a stomata, the respiratory organs are present. Through this, the respiration process occurs. Especially, what type of plants we can see that lenticels on stem? Xerophytes. In desert areas, we can find out the leaves are absent. The leaves are reduced into spines or thorns-like structures. In these areas, the respiration process occurs through lenticels. See, one more structures, aeration of roots. Here, some of the plants, the respiration process occurs through lenticels or the root hairs. Here, the root hairs are a thin structures we can find out that. Now, wherever that moisture nature, that means in wetland, in marshy areas, we can find out that the respiration process occurs through root-like structures are called as breathing roots, where the waterlogged conditions are present. Now, in that areas what happens, some problem is going on here. The breathing roots are be called as pneumatophores. Breathing roots are pneumatophores. In this we can find out that the roots are somewhere it's protruding out of the soil. Nearly the 13 inches above the soil they are protruding. Through these the exchange of gases occurs in these roots. They are called as breathing roots or pneumatophores, where we can find out this type of roots like structures in mangroves. The best example, mangroves. Have you seen any time the mangroves? That mangroves we can find out that through the breathing roots the exchange of gases takes place. See here the aerial roots once, actually we know that the roots are penetrated into the soil particles. In these soil particles, the oxygen is absorbed. But wherever in wet places, in wet areas, that means marshy areas, through these roots, the absorption of oxygen is not possible. That's why here what happens, some more the roots are protruding out of the soil. Through that the exchange of gases. Hollow stem is present here. The roots are protruding out of the soil. The exchange of gases takes place. These are all aerial roots. Compared to the normal roots, here we can find out the roots are coming out of the soil. How much? Here we can see they are nearly 13 inches they are coming out. Simply we called as these are all breathing roots or pneumatophores. To know more about respiration, we will conduct some of the activities. See here, we will take that one of the activity to prove that carbon dioxide is liberated during respiration. So here, what type of respiration we can find out? Aerobic respiration. To prove that carbon dioxide is liberated, their carbon dioxide is released during aerobic respiration. That is the aim of our activity. Now, what are the apparatus are required here? We will take two wide mouthed plastic or glass bottles, germinating seeds and dry seeds, beakers with lime water. Now, what we are doing? The procedure, take a handful of moong or Bengal gram seeds. Children, I think we know that everybody what is moong and what is Bengal gram. The moong dal means there it's nothing but a pesalu and Bengal gram Senegalu. So, these seeds we will take. Now, what we are doing? These seeds are soaked into the water. When we are conducted the experiment, before a day, we are taking these seeds, they are put into the water, they are soaking. Now, afterwards, these soaked seeds, they are collected and they are kept into the cloth pouch. These soaked seeds, we are taking and they are kept into the cloth pouch and tie with a string tightly. Later, what we are doing? These seeds, they are put into that one of the plastic bottle or glass bottle. Now, here we are kept that one of the beaker, they are presence of lime water. In beaker will contain the lime water, they are inserted into the glass bottle. The same apparatus, they can take that, we will conducted one more activity here. We can find the difference. One of the beaker and thermos flask or the glass bottle is filled with the germinating seeds. Another bottle and will take the dry seeds. Here also the beaker will contain lime water. The same apparatus we can use for germinating seeds and dry seeds. Observation. What we find? Just you can leave these all the apparatus 1 or 2 days. After we can find out that what change occurs in these two glass bottles. That the first bottle they have germinating seeds. In this the beaker it's contain the lime water turns into milky white. The second bottle they have dry seeds, but the beaker with lime water does not change occurs. What is the reason here? The germinating seeds can release the carbon dioxide. These carbon dioxide, that beaker they have lime water, it turns into the milky white. Finally, what is the conclusion here? That carbon dioxide is liberated during respiration. See once here, the carbon dioxide is released in respiration. That is the aim. What are the apparatus here? We can find out that glass bottle, and here they have presence of a germinating seeds and the beaker with the lime water. Now what happens here? These germinating seeds, the releasing of carbon dioxide. These carbon dioxide in presence of lime water, it turns into the milky white. See here one more activity along with here carbon dioxide, some amount of heat also released, heat also generated during respiration. We can find out this activity. Here also we can find out that the same apparatus. What are the apparatus? Thermos flask and beaker with water, the lime water, but along with here we will take that thermometer. But in this thermos flask we can find out that here the lid will be present. Just you can remove the lid. They are removing as a lid to make them to keep that here a bar. Through the bar you can bore some hole like that. Through this hole we can fit it into the thermometer, into germinated seeds. But here we will take one of the precaution. The bulb of the thermometer is dipped into germinating seeds. What we are doing here? The germinating seeds, already we know that how the seeds are germinating. We are soaked as that, just we are conducted that experiment one day before. Those seeds we are taking and they are put into the thermos flask, and that thermometer is inserted here through this cork. But here the bulb of the thermometer is dipped into germinating seeds. Now again here this cork is tightly fitted with here. Later what we are doing, what we observe here at the initially, first we can find out the temperature. Initially we can notate the temperature in thermometer, and every 2 hours we can write down the temperature readings within 24 hours. In 24 hours we can see what is the temperature in thermometer. Every 2 hours we can find out that temperature. And now finally what we can observe, what is the conclusion here? The temperature rises it slowly. That initially the temperature, compared to that the temperature is increases in thermometer. So what we find out here? Heat is liberated during respiration. Here carbon dioxide is released, but here we can find out along with the carbon dioxide, heat is also liberated during respiration process. What is the precaution here? That bulb of the thermometer is carefully dipped into the germinating seeds. Photosynthesis occurs only in plants and photosynthetic bacteria, but respiration occurs in all living organisms, either unicellular or multicellular. Any living organism, respiration process is essential process. It takes place in presence of sunlight. Respiration process occurs day and night. But here what are the raw materials are required for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. But here the raw materials are carbohydrates, that means glucose or that sugar molecules and oxygen. What they are releasing here? Oxygen is liberated, but here carbon dioxide is liberated. Where it occurs the photosynthesis process? Chloroplast. The respiration occurs, the site of respiration, cytoplasm and mitochondria. Now here the weight is added to the organism, here the weight is decreases to the organism, but the photosynthesis is anabolic process, respiration is catabolic process. I think children we know that everybody. What is anabolism? Constructive process. Food molecules are preparing. Now what is catabolism? Destructive process. Energy is releasing. The food molecules are break down and to release the energy. That is called as catabolism. Anabolism plus catabolism together called as metabolism. So that photosynthesis occurs only in few that plants find out that, but sometimes the photosynthesis process will stop, but the respiration is going on in all the cells. The respiration process is continuous process. In photosynthesis we can see photophosphorylation occurs, in respiration oxidative phosphorylation. What is phosphorylation? We know ATP. ADP is converted into ATP, that is called as phosphorylation. In presence of light we call as photophosphorylation. There occurs in photosynthesis. In presence of oxygen, ADP is converted into ATP, that is called as oxidative phosphorylation. They are occurs in respiration process. Finally, the equation of photosynthesis and respiration we can see here. What is the equation of photosynthesis? 6CO2 plus 12H2O. 6CO2 plus 12H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. What will get? C6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. This is the equation of photosynthesis. 6CO2, 12H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they are obtaining as a glucose molecule, and oxygen molecule is releases into atmosphere. The water also they can release. This is the equation of photosynthesis. What is the equation of respiration? They have reverse occurs here. The glucose molecule is oxidized. Now what they are releasing? Carbon dioxide, water, and how much amount of energy? 686 kilocalories of energy. See here, the glucose molecule is oxidized, and C6H12O6 plus 6O2 gives rise carbon dioxide, water and energy. So the reverse reaction of photosynthesis is nothing but respiration. These two processes we can see, but photosynthesis and respiration, these two are required for plants, we can find out that, but humidity, temperature, light intensity, these all the factors they are affecting on the plant respiration. Now during daytime the rate of photosynthesis is more in plants compared to the animals. At that night time the photosynthesis process is slow, the respiration process is high compared to animals like in plants. So finally the differences between photosynthesis and respiration. See here that the human beings have to the capacity to control our breath and what is breath and everything they are controlling by the human beings. See the children, the lungs have the lobes. When we are breathing, we inhale or exhale the 500 ml of air. Our lung capacity already we know that 5800 ml of air. The breathing here, the breathing takes place only in the upper lobes. It's not fulfill that lungs. They are not utilized to fulfill of the lungs. After complete expiration, 1200 ml of air remains in our lungs. So, we can make use of 4600 ml of lung capacity for breathing. About that, what we are doing, we can control our breathing, we hold the breathing, we are doing some yoga or yoga pranayama, some of the activities we can do that we are controlling your breathing process. See here, our breathing is controlled, we are doing some activities, everybody, but it's not depending on the age, it's not depending on the sex, we can performing this activity, that is nothing but a yoga. About this, one of the famous, the person, the physician, Ayurvedic physician, we know everybody, we learn this name, Patanjali. So, what he can do? He was an Indian Ayurvedic physician, he was, they are doing that practice, breathing practice is called as Yogabhyasa. He proposed a breathing practice, Yogabhyasa. In that, he proposed a theory in Yogabhyasa, he proposed a theory Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga means 8. 8 principles he was introduced in that 195 yogic principles. He was introduced as a theory is nothing but Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga means 8. In these 8 divisions, he was introduced in 195 yogic principles. See here, what are the 8 divisions? See the pronunciation, Yama. Yama means social discipline. For everybody they need social discipline. And Niyama, individual discipline. The social, along with the social discipline, they need individual discipline also. Asana, body posture. What is meant by posture? To maintain the balance. That is nothing but body posture. And pranayama, expansion of vital energy. And now pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. What is senses? Sense organs. Our sense organs to can control pratyahara. And now dharana, concentration. This is most important for all the children. Dharanas, dhyana, meditation. That yoga and meditation is required for that. And samadhi, self-realization. For everybody they have self-realization. These 8 divisions, they are introduced in that yogic principles, 195 yogic principles. Now, the journey of that breathing, that the art of breathing in Yogabhyasa is called as pranayama. What is pranayama? The art of breathing in Yogabhyasa is called as pranayama. What is the meaning of the pranayama? Prana means gases. Yama means journey of gases. From nostrils to lungs, the inhalation of gases, we can see these all the gases, they are going to the lungs. In the lungs, the lobes are present, they can take these gases. Now, when we are controlling these gases, they are utilize the deep breath. The breathing process, the rate of breathing is decreases nearly 22 to 15 times per minute. When we can reduce this breathing, now what happens? The more amount of oxygen is utilized by the brain and tissues, they are more active. That's why they are not depending on the age or sex. Everybody they are doing as activity. This yoga and meditation is regular in our life. See once this pranayama, how they are doing this perform. I think children, we are also they are doing this activity yoga. Somebody every day they are doing this activity. They can help us to can increase the oxygen amount. The deep breath, what they are doing here? They are taking as deep breath. What is the use of the deep breath? to can deep breathe, they can use that increase the oxygen, the amount of oxygen. Now what happens? The brain and tissues are more active. The respiration, they are reduces 22 times per minute, they have reduced to the 50 times. That's why we are doing this activity. The pranayama. Prana means gas, yama means journey. The gases are entered into through this nose to lungs. In lungs, they are a diffusion process. Oxygen is diffuses into the blood. So this is called as yoga. The rate of respiration per minute is different from in different age. In human beings, we can find out. Newly born baby, we can find out that per minute how many times for breathing? 32 times for breathing, we can observe that. Now the children of 5 years age, we can find out per minute how many times of breathing? 26 times. For 25 years, we can find out that per minute the 15 times of breathing we can observe. Now the man of 50 years, per minute 18 times the breathing process occurs. See here, the children, the breathing process, the breathing is different from the age to age. Why that newly born baby, the more times breathing rate is occurs per minute? Because of more metabolic activities are occurs in the cell. That's why here the breathing rate and heartbeat is more compared to the other ages. The newly born baby is more. Up to we discussed about the respiration in plants. What are the respiratory organs in plants? Stomata, aerial roots and lenticels. Stomata, where the stomata are present in leaves. The stomata, they are present in leaves, and the lower epidermis, they have surrounded the God cells. A kidney shaped or bean shaped structures of God cells are present inside a space called stoma or stomata. These spaces are open inside the plant. In these spaces, their air spaces are filled with water. Now through this water, the oxygen is dissolved. What happens? The sugar molecules are breakdown. They are released into cytoplasm. Oxygen is released into cytoplasm. Based on what process is going on here? Diffusion process. The exchange of gases occurs in diffusion process. Now lenticels. The lenticels and root hairs like structures are present on the stem and roots. Through this, the respiration process occurs. The root hairs are very thin like structures. These root hairs, they are penetrated into the soil particles. In between the soil particles, the oxygen is absorbed into through the root hairs, and they are connected to the stem based on the diffusion process, the exchange of gases. But in some areas we can see that where the wet and marshy areas. What is that marshy areas? Here the marshy areas, some wet nature and soft nature, we can find out that in these areas what happens, the roots, they are penetrated into the soil, not absorbing the oxygen. This is difficult process. That's why whenever the waterlogged conditions, the roots are penetrated some more height into the, they are coming out, they are protruding out of the soil. Through this, the oxygen is exchange process, we can find out. So stomata, breathing roots and lenticels are the respiratory organs in plants. Now we will conduct some of the activities about that respiration in plants. What are the activities we conducted? To prove that carbon dioxide is released during aerobic respiration. Not only the carbon dioxide, along with carbon dioxide, some amount of heat also liberated during respiration. What we are doing here, and now we are taking as seeds, germinating seeds. These seeds are soaked in before that. Afterwards, these seeds are taken into the cloth. They are keeping as tightly, and later we can find out 1 beaker with lime water. These seeds and the same apparatus we are taking, but here we are using as a dry seeds. We can find out the difference about the germinating seeds and dry seeds. But in dry seeds there is no variation, that lime water does not change occurs, but wherever we are put into the germinating seeds, the lime water it turns into the milky white. Now we conducted one more activity, the same apparatus we are taking, but here we are taking as a thermometer. What we are doing? Through this, the lid is removing, through the cork, the thermometer is inserted, the bulb of the thermometer is dipped into germinating seeds. We can record the temperature. Initially, we can find out the temperature. Every 2 hours, we recorded, we noted the temperature. Within 24 hours, we can find out the temperature is gradually rises. It's not a constant. The temperature is rises. What you find out here? Heat is liberated during respiration. So, we are conducted these activities. And now for photosynthesis and respiration. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a anabolic reaction. Respiration is catabolic reaction. The raw materials of photosynthesis are carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. The raw materials of respiration, carbohydrates and oxygen. Photosynthesis occurs in plants and bacteria. Respiration occurs in all living organisms. Here that photophosphorylation and respiration oxidative phosphorylation occurs. For plants, photosynthesis and respiration, the two processes are essential, but compared to the night time, daytime the more photosynthesis occurs. Here that carbon dioxide is taken and oxygen is released. The process we can see. Humidity, temperature, light intensity, these all the factors, they are affecting on that plants photosynthesis and respiration. Okay. Now, it's finally we can observe that pranayama. What is pranayama? The art of breathing in yoga abhyasa is called as pranayama. For every person, they are doing that yoga or meditation, improve your that increase your oxygen levels. So, in pranayama, they have proposed by that Ashtanga yoga by Patanjali, they are given that 8 principles he was proposed.